For the last week, the nation has been vigilantly watching as a spy balloon from China made its way across the entirety of our country, taking pictures as it went, along with whatever else we find out it was collecting. We may never know the extent of the damage done to our national security by this week-long cross-country escapade. While I'm especially glad that the balloon was popped in South Carolina's airspace, the reality is that the data that the Chinese government got from the balloon is a drop in the bucket compared to what they get from the apps on the average American cell phone. So I rise today to speak on behalf of my bill, H.R. 742, the Telling Everyone the Location of Data Leaving the United States Act, or TEL Act. TEL makes a simple requirement of mobile applications and websites. If you store and maintain data in the People's Republic of China, or if users' data is in any way accessible to the Chinese Communist Party and any other Chinese state-owned entity, you must disclose that to the consumer. Now, I'm asked by apps all the time whether I give them permission to do this, that, and the other. And I agree or I don't agree. That's what we should have apps telling the American people, that your data is going to be stored in the People's Republic of China. Disclose it to the consumer. The American people deserve to know which apps on their phone or programs on their laptop are collecting personal data to give it to the Chinese in quantities far greater than those from the big white balloon and in far greater depth. The bill also provides that failure to disclose is a violation under unfair or deceptive acts clause, and it gives the FTC enforcement authority to fine companies who either fail to disclose or knowingly disclose false information. The big white Chinese spy balloon was a wake-up call to America. This bill should be a wake-up call to big tech. Our constituents are sick and tired of their data being exposed to the CCP. If you don't like the disclosure requirements in this bill, knock off storing data in China or be prepared to tell my constituents that it's stored there. I want to thank my Democrat co-lead on this bill, the gentlelady from Ohio, Marcy Kaptur, especially for her leadership in fighting against Chinese abuses over the entirety of her long and distinguished career. I also want to thank our other original co-sponsors on this important bipartisan legislation, my friend Scott Perry of Pennsylvania, chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. This bill is proof that we can work together across ideological spectrum, across party lines to protect Americans from predators of the Chinese Communist Party. I ask for your support of the legislation, and I yield back the balance.